Hi, you guys. It's Faye the Cosmic Love. I know it's late, but one of my sisters asked a very thought provoking question a little while ago, and I wanted to kind of expound on it a little bit. I know that a lot of people attract the things that they claim that they don't want, you know? You don't want a crappy baby daddy, and yet you keep on getting them. You don't want a sucky job, and yet the place that you work at completely sucks. You don't want disrespectful kids, and yet your kids are rude as hell. The list goes on, you know. Hey, Lashana. Hey, Edward. Can you guys hear me clearly? Yeah, it seems like everybody just keeps attracting the things that they don't want. And it's usually because they don't understand the science, all right? The science behind creating the life that you want. They don't accept responsibility to the extent where they understand it's a creative process, all right? This life is an opportunity to create. It is a clean slate for you to manifest your wildest desires. So if you're constantly attracting the things that you don't want, it's usually out of ignorance. So I'm going to give you guys some tidbits, all right? Because although I'm not rich yet, I actually live a life that I truly, truly enjoy. All right. Do I struggle? Of course I struggle. What about females you've been in 4-year relationships and had a baby and everything, and then she took you, she's too young to settle down? Okay, Edward, you attracted that as well. Okay. But we're gonna get into that. So, our emotions are a compass, okay? A compass that guides us back to our divine authenticity, the highest version of ourselves. When we're living as the highest versions of ourselves, we are living in joy, bliss, and peace, okay? Some people don't know what that's like. Some people don't know what it looks like. Hey, Bear. Some people don't know what it looks like to be completely full of joy, or in a non-chaotic environment. So they don't know the steps to get to that point. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Let's say I have a friend named Laura, okay? Laura's a real cool chick, but something I can't stand about Laura is when I call Laura, Laura does not return my calls, okay? That really, really aggravates me because I already don't have time to be calling people all the time. So when I call her, it's because I actually want to talk to her, and she never returns my calls. And that really pisses me off. So now, while I'm feeling pissed, I am focusing on the problem. I'm not focusing on what I wish would happen. I'm not focusing on how important our relationship is to me. All I'm focusing on is how upset it makes me that she doesn't return my calls. Now, remember I was just saying your emotions are a compass. So when you feel an emotion that is lower than love, joy, peace, or bliss, that means that you're vibrating at a lower frequency. You are going in a path that's away from where you want to be. So at this point, okay, Laura's making me angry. I have two options. I can either react to the emotions that I'm feeling, or I can respond. The majority of the people that I have encountered in my life react to their emotions. Okay? And that's why you keep attracting things that you don't want, because you're reacting as opposed to responding. If you are having a negative emotion or lower frequency emotion, you need to fully feel that feeling. Okay? It's not the feeling that is bad. There's nothing wrong with feeling angry. There's nothing wrong with feeling jealous or wrong with feeling resentful. There's nothing inherently wrong with the emotion itself. The emotion itself is just like an eye opener to you that, hey, there's something happening right now. There's an energy flowing through you right now that doesn't resonate with divine love. So this emotion within itself cannot carry you to where you actually claim you want to be. So now, if I'm feeling the emotion of anger and I act from that anger, I am in turn I'm sending out the energy that this is what I want. Okay? The universe works in terms of energy. It doesn't have any personal preference for you. Okay, energy is the language that it understands. So when you put your intention and you couple that with emotion, you are impregnating the universe with that thing that you want to birth in the future. Okay? I'll say it again. When you couple your emotion, all right, with intention or a focus, you're focusing your attention on an emotion, that is the conception period. You are now conceiving something that you would like to birth in the future. Okay? And it will be birthed in the future. It might not be 2 days from now. It might not be 5 days from now. It might be 5 years from now. It might be on your deathbed. It doesn't matter. It's going to come into fruition. Okay? So I'm angry. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired that Laura keeps doing this to me. I don't even know why I be calling her. I'm going to send her a nasty ass text and let her know exactly what's on my mind. Or whatever the case may be. I'm feeding into that emotion, okay? As opposed to letting the emotion just flow through me and being a conscious observer, saying, okay, I'm really angry right now because I can't stand that she don't call me back. You know, we're really good friends. Why wouldn't she call me back? Instead of sitting there and dissecting, okay, why do I feel this way? You know, what's at the root of the reason I feel this way? Instead of sitting there, taking a moment and doing some real introspection so that I can raise my vibration, I'm feeding into the emotion of anger. Okay? So now my focus is coupled with the emotion. And later on, what's going to happen is I'm now creating more opportunities for the universe to give me experiences, for me to experience more anger. Okay? More frustration. I'm telling the universe, this is what I want. Whether you actually want that or you don't actually want that actually doesn't matter to the universe whatsoever. Energetically, it's the same. Okay? Because it's your emotion coupled with focus. Now, let's say I didn't take the reaction route. I took the responsive route. Laura don't want to call me back. It's pissing me off. But I'm like, okay, I feel this angry energy flowing through me. I know that anger, if fed, is going to breed more situations for me to be angry in the future. So I don't want to feed into it. Why am I really angry? Like, why does it piss me off that that Laura doesn't call me back? Is it because I always try to give her, a lot of attention, and I feel like she's not reciprocating that attention? Maybe I feel like I love her and she's not showing me the love that I feel that I deserve. Maybe I feel like she's not showing me the attention I feel that I deserve. Okay, well, what is she going through in her life? Maybe she just really doesn't have the time. Maybe her life is really overwhelming right now and she wants to talk to me, but she just doesn't have the opportunity. Maybe she wants to be able to devote a lot of time to talk to me because she misses me, but she just really can't. It's just so many things, and I don't have to put myself in that negative mind state where I feel like this is something that she's doing to me personally. Maybe it's just a side effect of whatever, negative situation she's going through right now in her own life. Maybe I can shoot her a text message, tell her, hey, yo, I was just thinking about you. I hope you're doing good. I miss you. I love you, and leave it at that. Now, that is me responding. Okay, that is me coming from a place of love and compassion, not only for the other person, but also for myself. Because if you're sitting there thinking, okay, everybody knows this, especially people in the Christian community. People who are not in the Christian community know the saying, love God with all your heart, love your neighbor as you love yourself. To be able to do that, to be able to love your neighbor as you love yourself, you must love yourself. And your love for your neighbor cannot exceed the love that you have for yourself, because you can't give what you ain't got. All right. So if I am looking at this situation or any situation from the standpoint of, okay, I know that birthing anger in the future, conceiving anger right now and birthing more angry situations in the future is not going to take me where I consciously want to go. Do I love myself enough not to react, but to take a second and be silent, to fully be present in the moment, feel my emotions, and then respond? You got to weigh the risk and reward. How much do I love myself? And that is often, I would honestly, in my opinion, 99.9% of the time, the reason why we attract the things that we don't want. Because we are misplacing our focus. We don't understand how energetic conception works. We know, hey, in the 3-dimensional world, you get with a chick or you get with a dude, y'all do the hanky panky, 9 months later, boom, it's a baby, right? We know this. We know the ins and outs of it. We've watched videos, you know what I'm saying? Even in middle school, we have people in our lives to tell us, hey, give us the birds and the bees talk. This is how it goes down. This is how a baby comes into the world. So if you don't want a baby, keep your thing in your pants or keep your legs closed, right? But we don't have enough people telling you how conception and birth happens in the energy world, all right? Because you're looking at me right now. I can't see you, but I know you're there. You're looking at me from a 5 sensory perception, okay? You're using your regular 5 senses to perceive me. Now, if you went to any of your science classes in school, you know that there are a myriad of things happening around you all the time at a subatomic level, at an atomic level, that you cannot perceive with your 5 senses. You cannot see the atoms, all right, with your regular eyes. Does that mean that they're not at work? They're not present? They're very much present. We know this. They're there. But you can't see them. That doesn't make them any less there. That they're still very much present, even though you cannot perceive them with your eyes. So you have to think about that. All right. Your emotions are energy patterns. All right. Light waves, frequency, vibration, they're very real, even if you can't see them. They're very, very real. And just like you see a girl or you see a guy and y'all hook up and boom, a baby is conceived, and a few months later, boom, a real live baby comes out, something tangible that you can hold. It's the same exact thing. Your emotion, all right, is the egg. Okay? It's there. It's firm. Got that. Then the sperm is your focus. Okay? Your focus will penetrate the walls of your emotion, and then those cells begin to multiply. All right? They expand. And in the future, you can anticipate the birth of those emotions being manifest in your life, one way or another. And there are a lot of different reasons for that. Number one, we are all here with creative power. Okay? You were created and you can create. That's as simple as I can put it. Okay? So we all have this awesome creative power, and it's all to our benefit. Okay? It is our roadmap back to our truest selves. It's our roadmap to true joy and happiness. All these things that you claim that you want, you can't get to the things that you want if you're focusing on the things that you don't want. All right? So if you know that you want to get married, okay, let's pretend that's your goal. You really want to get married. You want to settle down. You want to find the person of your dreams. Stop focusing on the fact that you hate being single. The more you focus on the fact that you hate being single, the more the universe is going to give you opportunities to stay single. If you're saying you want a baby, you don't focus on the fact that everybody has a baby with you. Okay? Because the universe is going to send you more opportunity for you to not have a baby, because that's what you're focusing on. Okay? And then it's always going to feel like your dream is right outside of your grasp. Like, oh, almost had it. And then just slipped right through my fingers. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then the victim mentality continues. But you're doing it to yourself by focusing on the things that you don't want. All right? Now, I remember a few years back, a lot of people started creating vision boards. So there was a part of the population creating vision boards, after The Secret came out and everything. And then another part of the population that was like, oh my God, these people are so crazy. They think that they could just put up a bunch of pictures on the damn wall, or in a notebook, and things are just going to magically appear for them. I know people who have manifested so many things in their lives because of vision boards. First of all, my mother-in-law, she has a vision board, and she do the most with that vision board. And every time she manifests something off that vision board, she is filled with so much gratitude, and she is so happy. Just real genuine joy. But she also makes it a point not to focus on the things that she doesn't want all the time. So that's just really something to think about, because this what I'm telling you right now is at the basis of every incident where you're attracting things that you don't want. And you need to start taking responsibility. It's nobody's fault that your life sucks. your fault. It's nobody's fault that your baby mama ain't nothing. It's nobody's fault that your baby daddy is crap. It's nobody's fault that you have to work for $7.50 an hour at a stupid ass job. It's nobody's fault but your own fault. All right? You need to start taking responsibility for where your life is in the present moment. Okay? Nobody can change your life but you. And life is all about perspective. Because when you begin to change your perspective and understand that where your focus goes, all right, especially when there are emotions attached, what you focus on is what you're going to birth in the future. Then you start using your energy a lot wiser. Okay? You start responding as opposed to reacting. That is the biggest piece of advice I could give you this week. All right? Please listen to me. All right? Because it can make a huge difference. If you have your own business and you want more clients, you want more customers, stop focusing on the competition. Stop focusing on what these other people have and you don't have. Stop focusing on how much money you don't have in your account. Be grateful for the little bit of customers you do have. You know what I'm saying? Start showing gratitude for what you actually have going on and stay focused on what it is that you actually want to manifest. You need to have laser focus, because there's a lot of you guys, when the new Jordan's coming out, y'all don't care about what the hell is going on the planet. All right? Y'all gonna be in that line. You're going to be in that line. You're going to be standing behind mad people, waiting for your shoes. Your laser, you got that laser focus, okay? I know a lot of you dudes, you see a bad chick, all right? You smelling good, you looking fly, you got that laser focus. In your brain, you like, I'm going to get her. That's the chick I want for tonight. I want her. I got to have her. And everything that you do is going to be directed towards achieving that goal of getting her. But then when it comes to other aspects of your life, even though you've seen great results in having that laser focus, having that confidence, you know what I'm saying? Even though you've seen the great results of doing that in a, you know, on a regular whimsical moment, you don't use that same perception when it comes to things that actually matter in your life. Okay? So this week, I would like for you guys to just do one small thing, all right? And definitely hit me up. Let me know how it goes. I would like you, the next time you are angry, to not say anything at all. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. It doesn't matter who you're angry with. You could be angry with yourself, your kids, your wife, your boss. It doesn't matter. I would like you to not say anything. Okay? To close your eyes and to allow yourself to fully feel the anger. Don't say anything. Then I want you to ask yourself why you're angry. And then figure out if at the root of that anger, it's because either A, you feel powerless because the person doesn't understand you, the person doesn't want to do what you want them to do, whatever the case may be. Or if you are angry and you don't know why you're angry. And then I would like you to respond. Okay? Respond. Figure out how you would want to be treated in the same circumstance. Try to have empathy and compassion. Don't speak from the place of the emotion. Okay? Because emotions are temporary. You could be really happy right now, and then 20 minutes later, somebody does something stupid and you're pissed off. All right? Emotions are not permanent. So the next time you're angry, I want you to use that as an opportunity to practice what I'm teaching you so that you can actually attract the life that you want as opposed to the life that you don't want. All right? And then hit me up. Let me know exactly how it went. I would love to hear it. And I love you guys. Okay? It's been Faye the Cosmic Love. I'm going to go to sleep because I got stuff to do in the morning. Mwah!